We are live as hell. Well, liver than live. Well, live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2 a.m. streams. One of Exhumed Vision's comments was, I miss the 2 a.m. streams. I wish they would come back. Well, Exhumed Visions, we're back and we're better than ever. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Gonna rock it. Howdy doody, Randy. Howdy, Randy. Howdy, dank meme. How is it going? What art thou up to? Got a lot of cans. Gonna do a can crush. Got a lot of cans here. Gonna do some can crushes. Oh, yeah, bro. Oh, bam. Bam. Doing the Can El Crusho. See, my mom's like, Randy, why do you have all those cans there? It's dirty and you should get rid of them. And I'm like, you don't understand, Mom. When I crush a can, people on the internet go nuts. And she goes, why? And I'm like, Mom, I don't understand it. But they love it. And I'm doing it for the fans, you know? They love it. She just doesn't get it. She's like, why do they love the can crushes? Mom, I don't know why they love the can crushes. Not gonna lie, I'm surprised you're back. I thought you were taking a break from the 2 a.m. streams. No, I've just been really tired lately. I haven't been drinking my energy drinks. I haven't been taking my vitamins. Mercenary Man 22 says, my lord, gentlemen. Yeah, I just been really tired lately. I got into an argument with someone, not fears, but I got in an argument with this person and I just felt drained for the entire day. So I was like, I'll just sleep. And then I slept for like 2 days on end. And yes, but I'm back now. So here I am. Just chilling. Gonna crack open a nice monster. Now, I do want to talk a little bit about the topic today. The topic is how to win short film festivals. Was that a second COVID shot a doozy? I don't get my second COVID shot until September. It's either September 7th or September 9th. But I hear, oh man, I didn't hurt in my body, but my arm hurt like hell. It felt like Mike Tyson had like punched me in the arm. And I looked at the place where there was a shot and it felt like there should have been like a big blue and purple bruise there. But there was nothing there. I couldn't see anything. But it felt like somebody had punched me on my arm or I got burned in the arm or something like that. But yeah, back to the topic, how to win short film festivals. Now, I have done the Arizona Almost Famous Film Festival multiple times. I actually did it last year because they said even if you're not in Arizona, you can send it in via email on YouTube. So that's what I did. And one of the keys to winning the film festival is, number one, here's what they do at all the film festivals. They give you a theme, a prop, a line of dialogue, and they either give you 72 hours, 48 hours, or 24 hours, depending on the contest. Now, the thing is they give you a theme, a prop, a line of dialogue, and like one time the theme was superheroes. The line of dialogue was, are you sure that's it? And then the prop had to be somebody putting in a key to something and turning it. And that, if you can find an original way of like doing one of those three things, that is what'll get you the award. You know, like one time the theme was like illegal aliens, and the prop was, oh no, here they come. And one team because they break the filmmakers up into teams. One team shot a goldfish in a bottle, and then the goldfish was going like, and they had subtitles. They're like, "Oh no, they're here," which was the line of dialogue. So, and then one time the theme was tie a knot, and the key is not to go with your first impulse. Don't go with your first impulse, because the first impulse is what everybody else's first impulse is. Like, like you think tying the knot, you think either somebody tying their shoelaces, getting married, or suicide. And then like basically almost there were about 40 entries, and all the entries were either somebody getting married, committing suicide, or tying their shoelaces. And those were all very unoriginal. And Fears Man says, "Yo, Randy, what up? Sup, Carl." But anyways, yeah. So the key is not to go with your first impulse, because that's what everybody on the planet is going to think of. If you can find something more original than those first three impulses, I guarantee you're going to be one of the ones who wins. And then also what I've noticed is the team with the most crew, because any team can hire any amount of members they want, like if you're doing an animation and if you have a crew of one, like me, you're probably not going to win. But if you have a crew, if you are an animator and you have a crew of like 5 or 7 people, you're going to win, because here's the thing. People, they can vote. They have places for first, second, and third. And they say who is you can vote for one team that for first place, you have to vote for someone who can't be you. But for second place, you can vote for yourself. And same thing in my first idea for tying the knot is a boating knot. That's interesting. That's funny, Dank. I was thinking the same thing. Laugh my ass off. Yeah. So the key is to be original, and don't go with that first idea, and don't even go with that second or third idea. Like go in really deep to it. Be really original, because originality scores your points. And then next thing, just have a big crew, because your crew has voting power. And the more people on your crew, you can't vote for yourself in first place, but you can vote for yourself in second and third place. So, so first tip, be original as possible. Don't go with your first, second, or third idea. And then second tip, have a large crew. Have a huge crew. Do you think our Fears Man and Cameo Man cartoons could win? No Fears, not as is, because again, I'll repeat it. You have to have a theme, a prop, and a line of dialogue. Because a lot of people ask me, well, Randy, if it's a 72-hour film festival, why don't you just make a movie beforehand? Like spend like a month on the movie beforehand, and then when they had the contest, you're just turn that movie in. Well, that is the whole reason behind the theme, the prop, and the line of dialogue, is so that you could not just make a movie up in a month and submit it and say, hey, I did this in 3 days, Yeah. That's why they have the theme, the prop, and the line of dialogue. So there you go. It would I think we could come up with a Fears Man or a Cameo Man that would win. But again, you've got to use their theme, their prop, their line of dialogue. Man, rushing out a cartoon in 70 hours would be rough. I imagine it wouldn't look good at all. Well, actually, Dank Meme, well, number one, there is a time limit. There's a time limit for the amount of time it takes to make it, and then there's a time limit for the amount of time it has to be. It has to be 1 to 5 minutes long. And I actually did submit a cartoon, and it did win Best Use of Theme. I don't remember the exact theme, prop, and line of dialogue, but the theme was a deformation or a transformation, and then the prop, the line of dialogue was all well it's end well, and then the prop had to be someone writing down something on a piece of paper, and I actually did it. And I actually you can actually see it on the internet right now. If you go to my YouTube, it's called The Deformation. I did the whole thing in one day. And then also, Dank Meme, as far as animations go, they say that you can have your characters and backgrounds already animated. So I used a bunch of stuff that I had already had. Yeah. Thanks, Fears. Yeah. Is there a contest that we could enter our cartoons in? I will check, Fears. I will check. So yeah, I think the Cameo Man could win a festival. It's a little more sophisticated, but the Fears Man cartoons. Well, we would both be writing if we used Fears Man. But yeah, clairaudience, if you really did do your stuff in 3 days, you might want to try entering a film festival yourself. Because, the reason you would want to enter these contests is the prestige, like winning an award looks really good on your resume, So if you could knock something out in 72 hours and put it on YouTube, you could get you could get an award for yourself. Oh yeah, pre-made assets for sure would save a ton of time. And yeah, I've actually got a ton of pre-made assets for Cameo Man and Fierce Man. Eventually I'm gonna start reusing stuff, and none of the stuff I'm gonna be using will be original. It would be cool to win some contests for our work, Randall. For some reason, I thought you had to go in fresh. Well, yeah, and the A3F has had that rule for a long time. They said if you have pre-made assets, like you have characters and mouth opens, mouth closed, and backgrounds, they say that's just like getting your actors ready or getting your sets ready. They are completely cool with that because they are completely aware and cognizant of how long it takes to make animations. And I looked at some of the other animations on there, and they were pretty lame. There was this one that looked like a Blue's Clues version of a Little Shop of Horrors. They had that like little plant thing that it ate a person, and I totally didn't get the plot, and I was like, what the hell is this? All right, Fears, get back to work, you lazy son of a you. Mercenary Man says, hey, clairaudience, hope you're doing good. Clairaudience says, thank you, Mercenary Man. Yeah, Claire, you might want to look up the a3f.net. You might be able to enter because there is a horror competition coming up pretty soon. And it doesn't have to be straight horror. It could be a horror comedy. It could be action horror. Could be superhero horror. It could be thriller. It could be suspense. So there's a wide range of stuff that you could be doing. Lots of stuff to test your ability. There's nobody else. I wonder what would happen. Oh, nothing happens. I'm clicking on the different split screens and stuff, and yeah, I guess you need 2 people. Later, man. Call me later, Randy. Peace out. Peace out, Fears Man. My health is too poor these days to indulge in my hobbies. Well, I think you gotta start living for yourself, man. If these are your last days, you need to get some final stuff out there, But I understand if you're too tired. I'm almost in perfect health, and I get too tired for stuff today too, so I understand. But yeah. Um, so yeah, those are my top two tips if you want to win a film festival. Number one, be original. Don't go for your first, second, or third idea. Go for that fourth or fifth idea, the one that's all the way out there. And then second, get a large crew. Get a huge crew, you know. Get a huge crew and and you get some voting power there. But yeah, so like I said, I've just been tired as hell recently. That's why I haven't done the 2 a.m. streams in a while. I've just been super tired. Like I said, I had an argument with this person, not fears. I had an argument with this person, and I'm just gonna go to bed. I don't want to fight. I'm just gonna go to bed, and I'm just gonna sleep. I'm just gonna sleep it off. So I've been almost nonstop sleeping for a long time. Melatonin Dreams is here, and he says, "Sup, Randy? Sup, Melatonin?" Bimbo is here and says hi. Bimbo, Bimbo, pardon me for asking. I don't know. Are you a man or a woman? I forgot. You could just put M or F, male or female. I don't want to get it wrong. Okay, so hey Bimbo, what's up? How you doing? I just been chilling out. Hope you and whoever are gone to. We are. I just got her a candy bar, so. But yeah, yeah, we're on good terms again. I just had to get over it, and sleep usually resets all my dials. Like whenever I'm mad or angry or depressed, I'm like this is like totally positive, and this is like totally angry and negative, and then like when I go to sleep, it's like, oh, everything goes back to one. We're back to one, and if Bimbo was a man, the channel would have been Himbo. Yeah, right. You never know around here. That is true as well. But yeah. So next topic I want to talk about, I am going to enter a screenplay writing contest. I'm not going to tell you which one it is, but it's a very famous one. And I'm going to enter Cameo Man. Nice one, Dank. Yeah, I'm entering a filmmaking contest. I'm going to submit my Cameo Man work. I wrote 26 pages of Cameo Man, the new one, and I'm feeling really good. I feel really good about this draft so far. If I can keep it up, I think it'll work. And then again, I'm going to send it into a reader on Fiverr and have them look it over and see what they think and maybe rewrite it. One of the things that I need to do is I need to learn how to rewrite something without doing a page one rewrite. And for those of you who don't know what a page one rewrite is, a page one rewrite is where you rewrite the entire thing over again from page one. I want to find a way or a book, and if any of you can suggest books like Killer Audience or Dank, if y'all can suggest a good book on rewriting, let me know, because I'm sick and tired of having to just scrap my old script and then start over from page one. And I have a lot of books on rewriting, but they don't tell you Okay, here's what you do. You start with all the dialogue first, or here's what you do. You start with the chapter that's irritating you most. I don't know how to do that. So if y'all can if y'all have any books or any suggestions on good books on rewriting, let me know. E is here. E is for ecstasy, and E says, "Hey everyone, how's it going?" So yeah, if y'all can you don't type it out. You mean like print it out? The only reason I'll print it out is if I'm taking it to my writers groups. But yeah, mostly all my stuff is on screen. But yeah, I really want to find a way to just work on one scene at a time and not have to rewrite the entire thing all over again. I'm very bad at rewriting, which is bad because, I think Ernest Hemingway said writing is rewriting. And he also said rewriting is cutting. So I don't know. But yeah. So I'm going to enter this screenplay festival, and the first prize is $10,000. Sorry, Randy. Tips on writing is not my forte. Merc is pretty good in. Sometimes I think you need to do page one rewrite just to make sure everything flows. Yeah. Now there is one writer called Sol Stein, and Sol Stein said that what you want to do is a method of triage, which is pick the 3 spaces that affect the story the most and work on those 3 pages. And then after those 3 chapters or 3 sections are done, then work on the next biggest 3 and then go on and massage the script through that. I wouldn't say I'm pretty good, but I was a consultant for The Lonely Coast. Yeah. All right. Woo! That's hilarious, Merc. Yeah. And next time I go to Fierce's house, I'm going to make him show me those pages. I'm going to be like, Fees, you show me those pages right now, or I swear to, yeah, Yeah, I can't wait to see Fierce's pages. I would almost pay to read them. Yeah. I'm running out of topics, and we have a whole 37 minutes left. So if y'all have any topics, go ahead and put them in the chat. Otherwise, I'm probably going to go at 45. Heck yeah, give us a sneak peek. Pages, as in plural. Yeah. Yep, I can't wait. One of my favorite books is The Da Vinci Code by Dan Brown. And ironically, he has the same last name as me. Dan Brown is really good at cliffhangers for his chapter endings. And basically, here's the structure of a Dan Brown novel. For chapter 1, he brings you to a point where his fear's been, he's just been chilling out. He's been mostly working on work too. So what Dan Brown will do is he'll take you through to chapter 1, and he'll end chapter 1 on a cliffhanger. But in the next chapter, he won't answer that question. He'll go with the B story. And at the end of the B story, he'll leave you with cliffhanger. And then he goes on to a third section, which is a C section. And then he ends that story on a cliffhanger. Now you're thinking, what happened to A, B, and C? Well, guess what he does? He starts over. Then he goes back to another A chapter where he answers the cliffhanger, but at the end of the A chapter, he does another cliffhanger. And then he goes on to the B story where he answers the cliffhanger in the B and then creates another cliffhanger in the B. And then he goes on to the C story and answers the cliffhanger in C, and then creates another cliffhanger in the C story. And then he just keeps doing that process over and over again. And it's very suspenseful, and it keeps you turning pages. And another thing I like about Dan Brown is sometimes his chapters are only 1.5 to 3 pages long. Unfortunately, I never got to look at the Lonely Ghost. He only told me where he was in the story and brainstormed with him, but I think you show them to you so you can take a peek and help him along. Yeah. So the trick is create an A, B, and C story and then leave a cliffhanger at each one. And then once you're done with the C, answer the cliffhanger in the A, create another cliffhanger for the A, answer the cliffhanger with the B, create another cliffhanger with the B, and then C, and so on and so forth. So, what up, Dragon Zeron? Dragon? I'll show you, Dragon. Why don't you try my snake technique? Randy, are you watching What If? No, I don't have Disney Plus. Although I am seriously considering it. Seriously. Convention. What up, Dragon? Convention. Was that the entire question, Zeron? Because that a word just does not make sense. You need to bulk up your sentences a little bit. I've heard good things about What If, but I haven't started it yet. Now, I used to read the What If comics, because What If was really big in the 80s and 90s, and I bought a ton of those. Like, what would happen if Venom worked with the X-Men, or what would happen if the Scarlet Witch had her own TV show, stuff like that, or what would happen if Vision was a girl, and stuff. My dad saw Tony Robbins of his real estate convention. Really? Well, Dragon, did Tony Robbins have any pearls of wisdom to benefit you with? I actually got a word of wisdom. I was reading this one book called Power. He basically said you had to surround yourself with positive people and to be positive. Yeah. And that's something that I've heard tons of times from Tony. He said that you are the sum of the top 5 people you spend the most time with. So yeah. I tried to get him to meet him and get me an interview. Oh, dude, if you would have gotten that, that would have been so cool. Oh, I don't even know it was a comic before. That's interesting. Yeah, it was a comic. It was a comic in the 80s and 90s before they stopped putting comics in stores. And yeah, they did tons of stuff. Like what if the American presidents were all X-Men? They just had all these really crazy, weird Twilight Zone-esque premises. Good to see you, Randy. Exhumed Visions, this stream is for you, man. You said I missed the 2 a.m. streams. Well, we're back. I'm right here. So there you go. What if hypotheticals are always interesting to go through? Yeah. And, the what if thing it's basically the Twilight Zone with Marvel. That's basically what it is. And, the thing is that when you have TV and shows like the Twilight Zone, usually most of the time, all those episodes have twist endings. If anybody's seen the What If stuff, let me know if it has twist endings, because typically in a movie, like, something like with a Twilight Zone-ish twist, like, like Groundhog Day or what was the other one I was thinking of? Groundhog Day or Big. They usually have a big twist at the end, like, oh, he learns how to be an adult, and then he turns back into a kid, or for Groundhog Day, he learns how to be the best man he can possibly be, and then he gets the girl in the end. Most episodes are self-contained. Oh, okay. I must have just got up when you started. I'll go back and watch the first 30 minutes later. Yeah, we mentioned you. They also have Thanos as a good guy in the second ep. But here's the big question. Does Josh Brolin play Thanos? That's what I want to know. Because I heard one of the major selling points of this show is that a lot of the actors who were in the actual IP are in the show. Like I hear Robert Downey Jr. plays Iron Man. Scarlett Johansson plays Black Widow. Haley Atwell plays Sharon Carter. Yeah, it's Josh. His voice was in there. That is cool. That is a major selling point of the show. And if I get my books done by September 23rd, I will get Disney Plus as a reward to me. So we shall see. September 23rd, not by the original. Cap, and I think the actress is. Okay. Yeah. I am really looking forward to Let There Be Carnage. Woody Harrelson is a great actor. I thought he did a fantastic job in the original Venom. And it seems like they're really building on all the jokes and gags that they had in the original Venom. They got the same characters. They got the store owner, and his girlfriend is basically taking another boyfriend, and he just unloads a can of hoop ass on the boyfriend. Looks pretty good, and then it also looks like there's going to be multiple Carnages. There's going to be a purple one and a yellow one and an orange one. I didn't really care for Venom, but I'm really looking forward to Let There Be Carnage. The guy that directed it, the guy that directed the original, is doing the new one. So I am hopeful. The only Disney Plus thing I'm really looking forward to is the new book, The Book of Boba Fett. Sup, Randy? What's up, dankness? How art thou? How are you doing? So yeah, I'm looking forward to the Book of Boba Fett too, or as Fearless likes to call him, Boba Fett. Yeah, Fears has got some Boba Fett issues. Calls him Boba Fett. I did not like the Bad Batch. Well, the multiple Carnages are actually different parasites. Like I'm sure the yellow one is Streak. Yeah, I know that. I just, I didn't know their exact names, so I just called them multiple Carnages. Sup, Dank, says Melatonin Dreams. Sup, Dankness. I'm not Dankness. Chicken Wizard is in the house. Chicken Wizard says, I hope you're doing well. I just started working on a new job, so I haven't been tuning into the streams lately. Well, there hasn't been streams lately. Like I said, and I told this to Fears, I had an argument with somebody, not Fears, but I had an argument with somebody, and I've been drained of all my energy. That all that negativity took so much out of me. I slept the entire day. And, sleeping resets my dials to 1. What is your name, Dankness, if you're not who you say you're not? Basically this is like my starting meter when I'm this is basically my starting meter at the beginning of the day, and this is positive and this is negative. I find when I get into a negative, like sleep will take me back to the perfect in between, So sometimes I gotta sleep a lot to reset my clock, Otherwise I'll be cranky and bitchy the whole day, and nobody likes a cranky and bitchy Randy, Yeah, I know, Bimbo, but it was not fears. I'll tell you that again. It was not fears. I can't tell you who it was, but it was. I did not have the argument with fears. In fact, it was not even a man. So, but yeah, I don't pretty much don't want to talk about it. But I thought you should all know why I haven't been streaming in a while. So yeah, and I also want to point out something. The 2 a.m. streams will not be every day. There's going to be a few days where I'm off, a few days where I'm on. Basically, however I feel in the moment will determine whether I do a stream or not. So we missed your streams. Oh, well, you're getting one right now, and I'm going to be on for another 24 minutes. So if you have any questions, Bimbo, feel free to ask. And again, I'm going to tell you all my guarantee. I think we all know, Claire audience. I think we all know. We love Randy. But yeah, but again, I'll give you my guarantee. If you ask a question and it's not a trolley question, and if it's not a question designed to pee me or piss me off, I will answer the question. And to answer your question more, Claire audience, I thought there was a little bit too much negativity in that stream, so I decided to take it down. So I'm in big favor of do-overs. I think God, if there is a God, I mean, I do believe there is a God, but I'm saying if there, I believe that God is the God of second chances, and I think God is the God of third chances, fourth chances, fifth chances, sixth chances. I think He gives us however many chances we need, because I've done a lot of stuff that I probably should not have done. And I'm still on this planet, so I've obviously got another chance. So there we go. Are you going to watch Free Guy? Am I going to watch Free Guy? No. No, I'm not a big video gamer, and it's mostly like a video game movie. And besides Ryan Reynolds, there's nobody else that really attracts me to that movie. So I'm probably not going to watch it. If I do watch it, I'll watch it on video. Melatonin Dreams. Do you work, Randy? Yes, I do work. See, I get Social Security, so I get about $1,000+ but here's the thing. Like, if I make over $600 at work, then my Social Security gets cut off totally. So I try to keep my work very light, and a lot of my stuff is under the table. What up, the new B&H? Hey, Randy, hope all is well. Yeah, it is. So yeah, if I make over $600, my Social Security is cut off. So basically what I've been doing, Melatonin, is I've been doing freelance work. I do freelance work on Fiverr. I write scripts for people, and I charge $45. I only see 36 of that dollars because Fiverr takes out 20% of whatever you make on Fiverr. So, if you make $100, you only get $80. So, but yeah, I charge about $45. I see 36 of that dollars, and I've made about $108 this month. So I try to keep my stuff low, and then also, I don't know if you count this as work. I do, because I get paid for it. I go out to bars and restaurants, and I do magic, and I make it a point. Never to ask for money. I never ever ask any of the people I do magic for money. But sometimes, and this is not hyperbole, this is not like metaphorical, sometimes people literally throw money at me. Like last time I was at this place called Tipsy Taco, this guy was like, "Here, just take this 10." I was like, "Thank you, sir." And that guy also bought me 2 energy drinks. and both of those together are like $9. So I basically almost got $20 that night in free stuff. So got $10 cash, $9 in drinks. So that's not bad when it happens. So yeah, so basically I do freelance work on Fiverr, write scripts for people, and then I go around bars doing magic for tips. And I make enough to put in a good contribution around the house. Have you watched everything Amy Jo Johnson is in? No, and I feel really bad about that. But the thing about Amy Jo Johnson is that she does not. It's gonna sound really bad, and if Amy Jo Johnson is watching, I'm sorry, Amy, but it's true. She really does not have good taste in the movies that she picks. Like a lot of the movies she's in are like indie films that play on Lifetime Channel. And it hurts me because I'm sure if she picked a good director like James Cameron or Christopher Nolan or, like Paul Verhoeven or Spielberg or something, and I'm sure she could get in good with those guys. I think she could be an Oscar-winning actress even right now. She just doesn't have good taste in the features that she picks. Now, she was in a show that I really like called Flashpoint. That was a quality show. It was about a SWAT team in Chicago or something like that. It takes place. They shoot it in Toronto. But yeah, the movies that she's been in have been these cheap, like $1 million indie movies. Like, I just don't think she has good taste in picking movies. And again, I think with as big as a fan base as she has, she could be in any movie she wants. She just needs to pick a good director like Nolan or Cameron or Spielberg or somebody like that, And I'm sure even now that she could knock out an Oscar if she felt like it, if she wanted to pick a director that didn't, do Lifetime TV movie quality work. I think, don't say that out loud, Randy. I earned $22 one night for karaoke for doing Bohemian Rhapsody. That's cool. That's taxable. Some random dude just started spraying me with money. Oh, nice. Good job for you. Have you done the proper stage set, or do you mostly do like side stuff? Could she get a job doing a James Cameron movie? I definitely think she could. If Sigourney Weaver is still working, Amy Jo Johnson could nail it. How big is her fan base? She has a huge fan base. Have you tried doing stand-up? Yes, Dragon, and I've actually gotten paid doing stand-up. I did stand-up at this one place called Bel Air Bowling Lanes, and I did stand up there for an hour, and they paid me $45 for that. So yeah, I think I told you before. My friend won a song she put in the movie she directed. I guess she's pretty cool in person. I love Amy Jo Johnson. I think she's fantastic, but I don't think she's been in the quality level of work that she deserves to be in. Like with her fan base and with her acting skills and her songwriting skills and all her talents and her gymnastic skills, she is a high ranking. Has unlimited potential, But the sad thing about potential is if somebody says you have potential, that basically means you are not fulfilling it yet, Like if you say, that kid has potential, that means that person hasn't done anything with it yet, And besides Power Rangers, I mean, she really hasn't been in anything of note, I mean, like Power Rangers was her big thing. But again, even at the age of 52, I think if she tried to go for a James Cameron flick or a Steven Spielberg thing, or like some big, huge, big name director, she could easily be back in the limelight, and she could be a gigantic A-list actress again. But I don't think, as long as she's doing these like $500,000 Lifetime movies, that she's going to go anywhere with that. And it's really sad because I've seen her at age 52, and at age 52, she is still beautiful. She is still cute. And I do watch a lot of her YouTube videos, and she's still got that bubbly, positive personality. And I really think that I really think that she is capable of so much more, but again, she just does these like little side features. Somebody, have you done a proper stage set, or do you mostly like to do side stuff? Dank meme, I don't know what you mean. I do a lot of side stuff. I haven't done a movie where somebody like sets a. I did write a movie that for my final film school project, and if I had to do it again, I would have picked something a lot easier, because the movie that I wrote for the end of school was called The Malamine. He's back. Yeah, I'm back. Here I am. So yeah, the story that I did for the end of film school was called The Malamine, and I didn't realize how much work was going to be, because we basically took in a bunch of sand off the street and dumped it on the set. And like literally we had to have like gigantic fans blow all the dust from all the sand that was in the set. We literally had to have a fan blow all the dust out the doors. And where the hell have you been, Randy? Where the hell have you been? I just been tired, the dude. I've been a little bit exhausted. But after this, I'm going to write 25 more pages on my new Cameo manuscript. And one of the topics for this is I'm going to submit a script to a famous film festival and see if I can get it up off the ground. I really want to do that. You really want to get it going. And then I've got some drawings to do today. But yeah, I told a friend of mine I would call him after this. But yeah, like stage chef, I mean, like kind of like stand up, like you do on a stage, is the main focus for your magic act. I don't know how lower level magic works. I assume it's like stand up. Yes, I have done stand up. Yeah, I've done stand up tons of times. In fact, if you go on my YouTube, go back a little bit, you'll see nice dude. Glad you're feeling better. Thank you. So yeah, if you go back on my videos, you'll be able to see one that says magic with, I think her name is Larson or Laura or something like that. And then there's magic. Yeah, I've done magic on stand up quite a few times. If you go back on the Cameo Men stuff, you'll be able to see it. What is the worst Marvel movie? Captain America. Not Captain America, the First Avenger. Captain America. There was one that was released in like 1990, 1991, and it actually had Meg Ryan in it, believe it or not. And but Marvel used to be crap for a really super long time. Like they did not start knocking it out of the park until 2008 with Iron Man, and then Iron Man is around the time when they started started getting the formula in there. Like we need a post-credit scene in every movie. But yeah, if you watch the original Captain America, I believe Robert Davi plays Red Skull. And for me, I think the Captain Marvel or the second Thor movie. Yeah, Captain Marvel was pretty bad. And then I don't even remember anything from Thor 2. I don't. I remember somebody gets their hand cut off, but it was such a blasé movie. I can't even remember if it was if it was Loki or Captain America. But yeah, Thor 2 was a horrible movie. They did not make use of Kat Dennings because Kat Dennings is beautiful, sexy, she's young, she's funny, she's got a bubbly personality, and like really, if I was going to make a movie and I had Kat Dennings in it, I would feature Kat Dennings a whole heck of a lot more, you know, and maybe you get her in a swimsuit somewhere in the middle of the movie, you know. For MCU movies, yeah, Thor 2 was really bad. Yeah. And again, underusing Kat Dennings. Kat Dennings is an amazing actress. She's beautiful. She's sexy. And same deal with Natalie Portman. Natalie Portman can be ultra cool. If Amy Jo Johnson played a superhero, who would she play? Ooh, that is a good one. Ooh, I want to think about that one because that's a really good question. I think maybe an alternate universe Scarlet Witch. I'm trying to think of someone who hasn't been played yet. For characters that haven't been played yet, I would have her be Spider-Girl. Spider-Girl, you know. Although again, she's like 52 years old, but you know, you can always de-age people with deep fake technology. Who would she be good as? Ooh, this is tough. Now, I'm gonna crack open my second monster here. So I'll tell you a project. I'll talk to you about a project that I have in my mind called Cameo Man Rebooted. And she'd play Randy's girlfriend. Hell yeah. That'd be awesome. Yeah. In the Cameo Man movie. I'll take you through. I actually had a role for her, and it's still open for her if she wants it. Basically, Cameo Man's nemesis is a woman called Nemesis, and she was originally supposed to be played by Yancey Butler from Kick-Ass 1 and 2, and from this brilliant movie called The X. And Yancey Butler was supposed to be the main bad guy in this movie, and a lot of people don't know who Eric Fredrickson is, which is a shame because like he's in a lot of the Cameo Man stories that I do that I haven't animated. But Eric is Ray's uncle. He took care of Ray after his parents were murdered. And Eric runs a non-lethal weapons company. And he has several weapons manufacturers rivals throughout the Cameo Man universe. There's Falco Factories, there's Mototech. But yeah, there's all these other weapons factories that are vying for supremacy. And Alexis Durant, she was dating Eric Fredrickson, and she was a lead robotics scientist. And then they broke up, and she was basically fired for her erratic behavior. So she took all of her weapons designs and took it over to Falco Factories. And Alexis also has a sister who's very quiet, very laid back. And her name is Lexi, which is, you know, Alexis shortened. So you got Alexis and Lexi. And Lexi was originally supposed to be played by none other than Amy Jo Johnson. That's the role I had plotted out for her. So, yeah. Cameo Man Dragon, did you hear about the changes to OnlyFans? I'd love to play Cameo Man in an alternate universe. Yeah, but I am looking to a fuck ton of different ports. Amy Jo Johnson could do a Betty Ross Red She-Hulk. Yeah, that'd be good. Some saying they're removing and saying they're making a spinoff. What girls do you follow on OnlyFans, Dragon? Randy, who in the community would you cast to play Fears Man and Cameo Man in a live action adaptation? Can't be you and Fears. Dragon gets the OnlyFans pics for free. So, who would play Cameo Man? I've always had some runners up for Cameo Man before he went crazy and nuts. Charlie Sheen was one of my picks to play Cameo Man because, I mean, if Cameo Man was Marvel, I think Charlie Sheen would he'd have the kind of like rebel personality that Cameo Man has. And for Cameo Kid, originally I had Frankie Muniz way back in like the 2004s, 2005s. So, but if I was going to get somebody to play Cameo Kid today, I would just, give Tom Holland an American accent. And then also another choice to play Cameo Man would be Justin Whalen. He's the guy who played Jimmy Olsen in The New Adventures of Lois and Clark. I'd love to play the role of Yogurt Bandit. Yeah, right. Randy, I hit a new personal record for bench press today. That was pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, keep working out, man. But I do have leaks, but you gotta make my money back. Yeah. Let me tell you, if I could get Dillian Harper to do an OnlyFans with me, I would do it. But I would also charge through the nose for it. I would charge if you want to see me and Dillian Harper, $300 right there. Dillian's got to eat, and I got to eat Dillian. I can buy their pages and send you all the leaks, Dragon. You didn't answer Mercenary's question. Speaking of working out, Randy, how's your journey going? I am currently at 290, so I only gained back 1 pound. I put up 205 for 2 reps. Dragon, what was Mercenary's question? I believe I answered Mercenary's question. I said I'm going to go back up and I will look. Randy, who in the community would you cast to play Fears Man and Cameo Man in a live action adaptation? Can't be you and Fears. I answered for me. For Cameo Man, it would either be Charlie Sheen, Justin Whalen, or there was another guy who was on Sliders. His name was Jerry O'Connell. Those are the 3 people that I would choose for Cameo Man. For Cameo Kid, I said Frankie Muniz or, and then for Fears Man, I would go with Captain James T. Kirk from the rebooted series. I would cast Chris Pine as Fears Man. Where is this Dragon OnlyFans? I got this 5K burning a hole in my pocket. It's someone in the community. You want to play Cameo Man. If it's someone in the community, yeah, you could play an alternate universe for Cameo Man if you want to, Dragon. That'd be interesting. And then I guess I would play the villain, So it is 50. It is going to be 59 minutes right now. Well, I'm going to wrap it up here because I like to only go for an hour and a half. And I really have to go to the restroom. Yeah, I remember the community. Can I see Chris Pine as Fears Man though? Yeah. Members of the community to play Cameo Man and Fears Man. Dragon, you can be Cameo Man. It would be up to Fears who would play Fears Man because that's not my character. Some people have said to me and told me, well, I'm not going to do such and such unless you get Fears to do this or Fears to do that. And I'm like, Okay, bottom line about all that is like I'm in control of my behavior, not anybody else's behavior. I take no responsibility for anybody else's behavior but mine. I control me and me alone. You know, if anybody has a beef with anybody, they need to talk to that person and address them. But as far as I go, like I take complete responsibility for myself and my actions, and I take zero responsibility for anybody else's actions. So if you got to beef with somebody, you need to take it to that person. But yeah, I can't cast Fears Man because it's not my character to cast. But if I did have the option, it would be Chris Pine. I just got here. Don't stop. Take a quick restroom break, then keep going. You've got a bigger of a crowd now. Go an hour and a half. I can see Joe Pesci is Fears Man. Not every day you get the dude and dragon in your chat. Okay. I'm going to go for another 15 minutes and we will see how I feel. But you got to hit me with some good questions. You got to knock it out of the park. So you've got 14 minutes. Go. Yeah, Randy is the only person in the community I speak to. You were thinking of Vern Troyer. Claire audience, you almost made Monster spew out of my nose. Oh, I'm sure you would see that, Dragon. You're tapping your fingers together like Mr. Burns. Yeah. I think I could probably make a... I probably think I could make a good real life Austin Powers. Yeah, baby. Yeah. You know? I got the teeth. All I need is the suits and the thick glasses. But yeah, somebody asked if I do stand up. Yes, I have done stand up, and I'm considering on doing more. The problem is the only day that I am available for stand up is Monday, and Monday is the day that Mom and I usually go out to karaoke. She sits drinking her beer, and I do karaoke, and I do a little bit of stand up every time I go up to the mic. I try to warm the crowd up a little bit, and I did read this. I did read this one-page article that's how to karaoke MC in one page, and give you hit all the little bullet points. Like when you're always have the next person in mind that you want to have up. Make a little joke on one of the jokes that was told in the last set, and then if you want to get the crowd going, say, hey, let's give it a round of applause for your MC. What's his name? And then give it a round of applause for the comedians, and then give it a round of applause for yourselves. That's one way to easily get the crowd hyped up and going. What is on the agenda for this weekend, Randy? For this weekend, get the new Cameo Man draft done, because I've got a really solid opening, and I'm kind of working on my own screenplay structure. It's a structure that I've seen in most movies, because I kind of see most movies as like a 4-course meal. Like the first part of the movie doesn't even really have to be part of the movie. It's kind of like a genre appetizer. So if it's a horror movie, I mean, you take the first 5 minutes of Jaws. The first 5 minutes of Jaws doesn't have the main character in it. It's some woman swimming out in the middle of the nowhere. Unless you consider the main character of Jaws to be Jaws, which of course he is the title character. But yeah, the first 5 minutes of the movie is some woman swimming out naked in the middle of the ocean. Something tugs on her, and she's like, "What the hell is that?" Something tugs on her again. It's like, "Oh my god, what is this?" And then it pulls her underneath. And for the first 5 minutes of the movie, the main characters aren't even in the movie. And then it's the same thing with Star Wars. In Star Wars, Luke is nowhere to be seen for about 10 minutes. You got that whole like blockade runner fight. Darth Vader says, "Where are the plans?" And then R2D2 and C3PO escape in the little thing. They crash land on the planet, and they're wandering around, and they find the Jawas, and the Jawas take them, and then the next scene after that is the Jawas sell it to Luke and Owen, and it's like Luke Skywalker isn't even in that movie for a good 10 minutes. And then same thing with the movie The Matrix. In The Matrix, the first thing we see is Trinity, and she's, typing at her computer. Agents show up, chase her around a bit. She runs through some sets and, jumps through a window, runs down the stairs, runs to the little telephone booth and gets bashed in by the agents. And then like 10 minutes later, hey, it's like we meet Neo. It's like, if you think about those three movies, the main characters aren't even in those movies for like the first 10 minutes. That's why I kind of view my structure as like the first 10 minutes isn't there to set up the movie. The first 10 minutes is to provide an appetizer of, like, what's this movie going to be? Is it going to be a movie about Star Wars? Is it going to be movies about, agents chasing people through buildings? Is it going to be about shark attacks? So, in my structure, that's what I view the first 10 minutes to do. It's not set up the movie. It's to, if it's a horror film, give you a little horror. If it's an action film, give you a little action. If it's a little sci-fi film, just give you a little sci-fi. Like the first 10 minutes is an appetizer. Your mom done karaoke? If so, what songs? My mom has sung one karaoke song, and that is Tequila. And she was really drunk when she sang it. She doesn't even remember singing it. But Tequila is a really good and easy song because there's only 3 words in the entire song, and they're all tequila, tequila, tequila. So if you ever want to do a really easy song just to start yourself off, just get your confidence up, sing Tequila. What does your mom sing? Just answer that. If you and Theaters were actors for Star Wars, who do you think you two would be cast as? Now, if I could be cast as anybody, if I was realistically cast, I would probably be the brother of Snap Wexley. He and I have the same kind of, the same kind of make and body. He's a white guy. I'm a white guy. He's kind of pudgy. I'm kind of pudgy. He has a week old beard. I have a week old beard. So yeah, I would probably be Snap Wexley's brother, honestly. And then Piers could probably be Kylo Ren's distant cousin. I could hear that Kylo Ren theme come on whenever Piers comes on. Wah, 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 wah. I could hear that. That'd be hilarious. So, yeah, but my mom's only sung one song, and that was Tequila. And it was hard to get her up there, too. She had to be pretty liquored up. But that's okay now because I drive. I was thinking you'd be Uncle Owen and Fierce would be a Chow. No, not that one. No, not that blue one. What about that red one? We'll take it. Uncle Owen? What? This R2 unit has a bad motivator. Hey, what are you trying to sell on us? What are you trying to push on us? I watched The Elephant Man the other night. What a great film. Dragon would want to be the singers at Jabba's palace. That'd be hilarious. That was the one that very much disappointed me in Solo was the big. You can't even call it a big musical number. That's kind of like an insult to musical numbers, but that song in Solo when the frog in the jar was singing, I just had to rewatch that over and over and over again because not because it was good, but because it was just so bad. And it wasn't in a like so bad it's good way. It was just like, this is so bad. How did this make it past the editing room floor? The musical number in Solo. Like there's no energy in the song. The puppets mouth doesn't match the movements of the singer singing. I'm like, this is just bad. This is like really bad. How could anyone ever think, oh wow, people want to see this? Yeah. I think I could sum up my expectations for Solo would be in the title. My expectations were so low, you know. Why do we always end up talking about Star Wars? Pretty much the same reason why we always talk about James Bond and Star Trek is because those are like some of the most awesome franchises of all time. Yeah. Ogawa Gawa. Yeah. Yeah. Star Wars is one of the greatest franchises of all time. Would you rather talk about Batman versus Superman? Because I've got a lot of I have a lot of insights on Batman versus Superman. I don't laugh my ass off. You're right, the dude. My bad. Now I'm really looking forward to Flashpoint. I do need to watch the Snyder cut. Yes, you do need to do that, Dragon, and you need to do that very soon because it's not going to be on HBO Max forever. Haha, no, I'm just saying. Conversation always goes to Star Wars. Well, it's one of the greatest franchises of all time. I mean, it would be very difficult to have a movie conversation that didn't veer towards like Halloween or James Bond or Star Trek or popular science fiction movies. Like there are like one of the movies that I really like is if you didn't want to talk about Star Wars, is I would talk about RoboCop because a lot of people didn't like the second RoboCop, but I thought it was really good because I'll tell you that scene in RoboCop where he gets cut into little itty bitty pieces and thrown out onto the street in front of all those cops, I thought that was horrifying. And I was like, if you think RoboCop got it bad in RoboCop 1 where he got shot in the chest and and like was got all this like girder bars dumped on him, if you thought that was bad, what happened to him in RoboCop 2 was pretty damn bad. And he's never take a beating like that since. Uh, we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. I really didn't come prepared with any agenda today. I try to do what Fears does, and I try to have at least 3 topics. But besides the screenwriting film festival thing and the how to win short films, I really didn't have any other topic prepared. So we are at 1 hour 14 minutes. So again, I'll stick around for 1 more minute. But if y'all want me to stay, you got to hit me with some hard hitting questions that will not piss me off. Have you ever read Dune? No, I haven't, but I've seen a lot of good things about Dune. I've seen the original movies, and one of the things that strikes me about the new Dune is My dog made a new friend today, a husky mix named India. An owner had tattoos on his face. On his face? That's crazy. I don't think I've ever watched RoboCop 2 in its entirety. The scene where they're showcasing the new RoboCop always kills me. The one that pulls its head off is hilarious. Yeah, I died laughing at that moment. One, because it was so horrific. You know, the droid like pulls his face off and he's got like a skull and he's like, ah, you know. Uh, and then the part where the one robot goes, freeze, police, this is an arrest, and then he shoots himself in the head, was also hilarious. And what's also hilarious is the only one that could cut it was the one that was addicted to drugs, which I found ironic. Yeah. You know, a lot of people don't talk about the 2014 RoboCop, and I really did like how he started out like a normal person, but when they started controlling his chemical levels in his brains, that's what made him like the cold, calculated RoboCop that we know from RoboCops 1 through 3. What will you do if someone tossed a bag of rocks on you? I'd toss it right back. Now he's just sitting right next to me, snoozing away. He's a good boy. Well, yeah, I like dogs. Dogs are good creatures. Yeah, dogs are awesome. If I had another pet, it would be either a cat or a dog. Because preferably a cat, because you can leave a cat alone for a while. You can leave a cat alone for like 2 or 3 days and it'll be good, you know? Like all you got to do is like set up 2 litter boxes, set up like 3 things of food and like 2 5-gallon things of like water, and you're set with a cat. But with a dog, you got to take the dog out every single day, you know? But I would only get a dog if I lived alone. And then it would be like a cute dog, like a Chihuahua or like a beagle. Because the reason you get a dog and a cute dog is the ladies. Because ladies love dogs. And you know, it's kind of like the movie Speed, you know, like, and the reason I'm breaking it down is it basically breaks down like this, you know, there are a lot of movie characters where the leads fall in love, but the leads have only known each other for like 2 hours to a day at most. And one of the reasons that the romance in Speed was sold is because Keanu Reeves is so in charge. He's so with it, you know, like Keanu Reeves, like number one, right off the bat, he puts his life in danger for other people. That makes him look good. Number two, he makes the hard decisions. He shoots his friend in the leg, you know, so it won't cost other people their lives. You know, he puts his life in danger every day. He's smart. He's quick-witted. He knows how to handle himself. He fights for what he believes in. You know, like, and Sandra Bullock was, you know, she's goofy. She talks about the gum under her seat. She's like down to earth. She doesn't curse. You know, she's not a hard drinker or drug addict. And she's very sweet and nice and kind. And she's slim and in shape. And at that time, she was the most beautiful. So in that moment of time, like the bonding was very quick and very easy. So that's why Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock's romance, like, goes so quickly. But when you have a dog, that again is showing 2 distinct qualities. Like number one, it shows that you're responsible and that you can take care of somebody. And then number 2, it shows that you're a kind and loving person, especially if you treat the dog well. And if you can train the dog, you know, they say in film the hardest things to work with are children and animals, because children and animals are so unwieldy. They don't listen to anybody. So if you can train your dog, that shows a girl, hey, look, this guy is dedicated and responsible enough so that he knows what he's doing, you know? So A hard-hitting answer for a hard-hitting question. Oh, Dragon. You're killing me, Dragon. I want a Shiba Inu for myself. They're such cuties. You aren't wrong. I stopped them off the time by girls wanting to pet him or ask about him. Shibas are great, but they're handfuls, Claire. They're pretty high maintenance pups, but they're super cute and they scream. They do make me laugh. I used to think my dad was part Shiba, but he isn't. He's part Akita, though. That's pretty cool. Akitas are cute. So yeah. Did I put that up there? I don't think I did that. How did I do that? Anyways. So yeah. But yeah, if I did a dog, if I had a dog, it would be to get the ladies, you know? And then if I got a cat, it would be to lower my blood pressure, you know? So. Shibas are known to fight other dogs. You know, I know that there are fish that specifically will fight other fish of their species. They're called fighting fish. And I know a lot of mean kids will take they usually come in like little shot glasses, and I know a lot of mean kids will put the fighting fish into the same glasses so that one of them will kill each other, and I'm like, that's not nice. That's not cool. So we are at 1 minute or 1 hour 21 minutes, so I'm gonna try to go another 9 minutes for y'all, so I'll keep going. After this, I think I will sort out my book collection by size. My book collection is kind of like disheveled right now. I need to get it more in order. I need more order around here. Randy, why haven't you called me yet? LOL, kidding. Because I told you I was going to call you after the stream, Fears. How freaking dare you? How dare you, Fears? I'll give you a call when I'm done. But yeah, I really want to get this book collection under control. I'll call you when I call you, Ferris. But again, the reason I haven't been streaming is I've just been so super tired. Hopefully, like 2 days of sleeping on end will be able to keep me up for a while. And I will send you those drawings, Fears, about 20 minutes after I'm done here. I haven't combined them all. There are some pictures that have several layers, and I need to combine all those layers. And that process takes about 10 to 30 minutes, depending on the complexity. Like just opening the editing program takes a long time because I have a shitty computer. And then Exhumed Vision says, Fears! Get back to work. I'm giving away a lot of the books that used to be on my bookshelf. Oh, cool. Yeah. But yeah, that was one of the things about Keanu Reeves in Speed, is he demonstrated in that movie, he demonstrated a lot of the manly qualities that, every man should be striving for, like he was fit, he was in shape, he knew how to handle his weapons. He obviously had the stick to it enough to, not only be a police officer, but be a detective. And then he was a detective in the bomb squad, which is like really, 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 really super high pressure job, because like a lot of officers, if they keep their cool and like cool most of the time, it usually doesn't escalate to like shootings. But like, if you're dealing with a bomb in the bomb squad, like, you're dealing with something exploding in your face every day, you know? Claire audience is giving everything away except the little memory book. Yeah. Yep. I'm definitely hanging on to that one. Yep. So, we shall see if I can get those new books out. Once Randy blows up, that edition's gonna be worth so much. Yeah. Yep. I just hope it blows up for good reasons and not for bad reasons. You know. But yeah, I've got to organize the shit out of these books. They're becoming too unwieldy. I've actually got a lot of books that aren't in print anymore. I've got this one book called The Unkindest Cut, which is about it's about a filmmaker who tries to make a movie for under $5,000. He saw Rebel Without a Crew and he said, "Oh, that's easy. I could do that." And this is way back in the 90s, like around 98, 99. And he said, "Hey, I could do that. That'd be simple." So he basically tracked his progress and he wrote a book about it, but I have not seen it anywhere on YouTube or anywhere on DVDs. But The Unkindest Cut is about a therapist who is horrible to all his patients. And then he turns up dead, and he has so many patients. He has 10 patients, all with motive and opportunity. And then the end of the movie is the quest to find out, well, which one of these people actually killed the psychiatrist. You know, it's kind of like Agatha Christie type structuring, because in an Agatha Christie book, there'll be like 10 suspects, all with motive and all with opportunity. So the big question in an Agatha Christie book is not who did it, but which one did it, you know, because like, and then in some of her books, like, nobody did it. It's like, oh, he committed suicide, but he made it think that this person did it. And then a lot of the books are like, oh, everybody did it. Everybody had a hand in killing them. They all worked together, you know? So. Once Randy blows up, that edition's going to be worth so much. Once Randy gets a big titty goth gear fund. I'd love me some Hannah Minx. Oh, man. If me and Hannah Minx got into it, I just... I do like goth chicks, by the way. Like Hannah Minx, perfect woman right there. Friendly, bubbly, cool, intelligent, goth. Hannah Minx was, I wonder whatever happened to her. But, you know, Hannah Minx very clearly knew what sold her channel. I don't know why she left. I'm pretty sure her channel is still blowing up, even though she's not on it anymore. Oh man, I haven't thought about Hannah Minx in forever. Yeah. But she knew what blew up her page. She was perfectly cognizant of it, because there were plenty of videos of her doing push-ups and her jumping up and down and doing jumping jacks. And, you know, the whole time you're like, you know, like, Hannah Minx knew what sold her channel. Like, she did not wear those low-cut tops for nothing. You know, she knew exactly what guys were focusing on her channel. Maybe she just had too many comments about her gigantic assets, you know, like, but I'm fairly confident she knew exactly what she was doing to the men in her videos, you know, like, and that's one of the things that you want to strive for. It's 1:29. I've gone for an hour and a half at the request of the chat. But yeah, I think one of the keys to success in life is being self-aware. I really do. I think that is one of the keys to success in life, because, you know, one thing is to admit your faults, you know, like be cognizant of your faults, because, you know, Dr. Phil says you can't change what you don't acknowledge, you know, and to acknowledge something, you have to be aware of it, because some people have faults and aren't even aware of the faults that they have, you know, and if you aren't aware of it, you can't acknowledge it. And if you can't acknowledge it, you can't change it. See, so that's one of the big life lessons that I'm going to leave you with. Randy keeps hoping that Fierce falls asleep and misses his call. No, but yeah. So everybody, that's my life lesson for today. You know, acknowledge your faults, and if you don't know what your faults are, become aware of your faults. You know, so because if you aren't aware of if you don't acknowledge your faults, you can't change them. So my name is Randy Brown for Cameo Man 2021 and the Mayor of Magic, and I will see you later, alligator. All right, bye.